that comes when everything is organized. Brilliant manufacturing company. Company that was started with engineers. This is called Pop It. This is their 3-basket collapsible tower. The one thing that's difficult to do through a TV set is to give you an essence of how heavy duty something might be. At $59.98, this thing is not made of tin foil, it is made of steel. And it is heavy duty. You buy this once, and I'm telling you, you'll have it for years or maybe even a lifetime. We just got them back into our inventory, but this is our final order for the entire season. I've got to admit, these things have some heft to them. They're weighty. Nice thing is, the assembly is zip. They come to you like this. And then all you do is you pull them up, okay? I'm gonna put this one on the floor. You step on it, you pull it up, and then there's this really innovative latch located right here. See it? All you do is pull that until they measure, until they come together. Trying to work backwards for the camera. And then you lock the other side as well. And they're now locked into place. Now, I can put a tremendous amount of weight in this. It's vertical storage is the way to save you space. This is the perfect height to sit next to a desk at home, because a lot of us are working from home. And instead of clutter and scatter everywhere, I now have 3 large baskets. This is 43 inches in height. Each one of those baskets is about 13¼ inches across. So you've got depth, you've got a design that works well. 3 different colors. This is called the bronze, white, and then we've got basic black, and that almost looks like wrought iron. So you pick the color that you want, and then start thinking of different rooms of your home where you are just fed up with clutter. Jane DeNoble, our organizational expert, is with me once again. Jane, welcome to the program. How are you?
Very well. Thanks for having me, Dan. Good to see you.
Pop-Up is such a brilliant company. First of all, they found a way to make things very easily assembled with no tools whatsoever, and something that lasts, and yet it still looks good at the same time that it's providing us with the type of storage that every single family has to have.
And that's what Pop It's all about. We want to take out the stress of getting organized. Just pop it open and you get organized. Whether you're decorating, I love it because it's freestanding. It's also made of all metal design. So you can load it up. You can put 13 pounds of David's cookbooks in here, or your cooking essentials when you want to cook. Perfect for that. So organize the kitchen. You know what I like too, Dan, is that it's a metal mesh. So that means when I put my fruit and stuff like that in here, it's going to get that circulation of air in here as well. So great for that as well. And even maybe a catch-all by the front door for the kids' hats, their gloves, all that kind of stuff. Get it organized, put it in here. I like that it's on display too. You see it, you find it, you use it.
Jane, I love the idea by the front door, and I'll tell you why. If the very first thing you notice when you walk in your front door is clutter, it sets the mood for everything else in your home. And
it's so true.
And I am not, by my own nature, I'm not organized. I need the tools to make it easier, and that's exactly what Pop It does. And I was calling them Pop-Up before. That's completely different. I apologize, it's Pop It. But I want to show them the mechanism again, because it's really smart. It's just a little lever on the side, and all you do is you flip it, and I have one on this side as well, and then the whole thing just collapses down into a much smaller space. So when you get this at home, all you're going to do is open the box, you're going to pull it up, and I might block the camera just a little bit, guys. You squeeze it until you can lock one side. You squeeze it until you can lock the other. And what did that take? 15 seconds? And you said you can put up to 13 pounds in each one of these baskets?
Yes, so up to 39 pounds.
Yeah.
The baskets are about 13 by 13 with 6 inches of depth. It's about 43 inches high. The handle on top does fold down. So if you need a little more clearance, you can do that as well. And speaking of tools, I love it for my curling iron,
Yep.
my hair dryer, all my essential tools. And I have to tell you, one time I put my curling iron on my toilet seat. I don't recommend doing that because it melted.
Oh, great.
So what I can do now is put it in this metal basket and I don't have to worry about it melting. Oops.
Yeah, Kelly's got something she plugs in to curl her hair. She's got another thing that she plugs in to flatten her hair.
Oh, you know it.
Yeah. And all of that stuff is used on a regular basis. So put it where you can easily have access to it instead of stuffing it underneath a cabinet. Everybody in America complains that we don't have enough cabinet space. So the idea is sometimes to get the cabinets cleared out. The white is the most limited. That's been the most popular. This is our final order of the season. We're going to have, again, I say young adults. I'm old enough I get away with that. Going off to college campuses, back to apartments again. This is a perfect way of decluttering a space with something that is easy to transport because the whole thing folds down to be the size of just one of those 3 baskets. Well designed.
And it's so, yeah, and that's what Pop-It's known for. It's design. It's so easy to set up. We don't want that stress. We want you to just pop it out of the box and get organized, whether it's your kitchen, whether it's the front door, whether it's the kids' room with all their toys. And that's what's so great about this. You don't have to install shelves or anything like that. You just pop this open. It's freestanding. It's all metal design. So really, really durable. 13 pounds each basket. That's 39 pounds of stuff that we're going to go vertical with.
Okay, here is one other factor. The price tag on this goes away at the end of the day. At midnight tonight, that price of $59.98 will go higher. We're finally able to order you all 3 colors. They just arrived back into our inventory. And I know we're a little early for the back to school rush and things of that nature, but it's not too early. Here's another factor for moms out there and dads. A lot of you had children that were homeschooled through the last part of the last semester. And the more we're at home, the easier it is for clutter to build up. And was there one or more conversations within your family where the frustration got enough where there were heated words of, we've got to get this cleaned up. It'll drive you nuts. Providing the right tools for people to be able to find a way to be better organized, it installs a sense of calm. In your bath area, if your bathroom is small, go vertically. Think of this as floor space and how big these baskets are and how much of your cabinet space would be taken up by just one basket, and you're getting 3. So even if it's, the spare toilet tissue, now you have a place in which to put it. When you've got something that's stylish, it's not clutter anymore. I remember, Jane, when stuff like this was considered industrial. And now it's become home chic, hasn't it?
It has. That metal look is so on trend because you know why? It works well. It's not particle board. It's not plastic. People love it. In fact, I've heard people are using this outside. So they use it for like kind of a fixins bar with all the ketchup and the mustard. And then they put the paper plates and the paper goods underneath. And it's funny, you talked about the dining room. The areas that are driving us crazy. The dining room is no longer a dining room. It's an office.
It's a boardroom.
It's a Zoom meeting room. So this is great just to clear that clutter, put it to the side, make it a dining room again. And when you need it, it's still really easily accessible as well.
We've had over 600 that have been ordered. How many Zoom and WebEx meetings have you had recently?
Oh, almost every day. There's something. I've been doing a lot of volunteer work. So we have a lot of meetings and yeah, you got to look good on that meeting too.
So here, I shouldn't admit this. So right before the meeting, Do you find yourself turning your camera on and looking at your monitor to see what's behind you? It's like, oh, that's got to get cleaned up. And then you move.
Of course.
Yeah, you move things around. This will help you with that environment as well. They're really well made. Jane, you know this product so well. I wish people could reach through their screen and pick it up so they realize that it's a heavyweight steel design, and you want that to be the case. You don't want them to be flimsy. My producer just mentioned to me, okay, white is the most popular. The black, though, is the most limited. Is there a preference of color in different rooms of the house, or is that kind of stereotyping?
Okay, well, white was always really big in the bathroom, in the kitchen.
Yeah.
But now a lot of people are decorating with black. So you see that a lot too. And then, of course, the bronze is just really great for the office. And it's funny, when you talked about the Zoom calls and you stash away stuff, I do, and then I can't find anything because I stashed it in this cabinet, that cabinet, that cabinet. I'm like, where is everything? So this would be a great idea. I think I might even need one. Now I think about it, another one.
Jane, they say, you know, practice what you preach. I had to yesterday go to, well, I don't mind plugging them. They're a great store. The Staples store. I need a printer ink. And you know how expensive printer ink is. Nowadays they'll sell you a printer for 16 cents. But the printer ink is $1,000, you know? Exaggerating. Oh, yeah. So I went and I bought printer cartridges for my printer. And I got home and I was going through my credenza. I had 2 printer cartridges already sitting there waiting to go, and had completely forgotten that I'd even bought them. That's where you want your consumables out in the open but organized, so you don't make the mistake of spending money that you don't have to spend. I was guilty of it.
Yeah, well, a lot of times they say, oh, buy one, get one 50% off.
Yeah.
So you stock up, but then you forget where you put your stock. This is so great because you can see everything that's on display and it's grab and go. So it's not hidden out of sight, because out of sight, out of mind.
It's true. I think we all in our kitchen, we've got canned goods at the back of our cupboard that expired a decade ago. We just don't know it.
Oh my goodness, that's what happens. You know, you don't know what's in there. So yeah, this is a great way to get organized and to know what you have. And I love it for fruit. You know, I've been buying a lot of fruit lately, trying to eat healthy.
Yep.
But I noticed that I'm getting a lot of fruit flies.
Okay.
Because a lot of times it doesn't have that circulation. Things get a little rotted on the bottom and they're flying all over the place. This is great because it has that metal mesh design. So it's getting the circulation that you need. So whether you're organizing your kitchen, your bathroom, your office, the kids' room, the front door area, perfect.
I have dog toys everywhere at my house, and dog bones. And when you've got 4 dogs, you can't just give 2 or 3 of them dog bones, so we wind up with 4 dog bones laying around. This is the perfect place to just, it's almost cheating because you're very organized, but it doesn't take any time at all. We've had over 800 of them that have been ordered. Is the white still the most popular, Jason? The black still the most limited? Okay, that price is going away at the end of our day. I've got 250 of the black to go around, and they're gone. I cannot get any more of these in. I won't have them in August. I won't have them in September. They won't be around at Christmas time. This is your chance to get them. I would take advantage of that. I don't think there's a room in the house or even in the garage or even on the back deck that this doesn't make sense, Jane. It's a perfect item. You really did a nice job with your team. Thank you.
Thank you, Dan. Great to see you.
All right, I promised you this morning, problem and solution. Okay, this was Organized Options. My next hour, I want to talk to you about cleaning. Yeah, it's not romantic, but to clean